Hey, Shalom Amakim. First and foremost, to give all praise and glory unto Yahweh, Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Rachak Kodash, double honors under the elders of Apostle Millstone, the elders of Millstone, and of course, peace and blessings under the hopeful elect. This is your servants of Yahweh, Bashim Yahushai, serving him in truth and sincerity. Yes, I'm the brother Chayaba from GMS Point Devil's Camp, coming back with another lesson to Spirit. Yes, so this lesson will be based off of this article from nationalnews.com, which is entitled, it says, Earth to spin faster this summer. 3 days will be shorter than normal. And as we know, we are in the end times. We are 100% in the times where the Lord is speeding up the times. Of course, we can get various scriptures that go into the Lord shortening the times and in the end days, which again, we are in the end days. So without a doubt, we are witnessing the days being shorter. It says scientists predict Earth will spin faster on 3 specific days this summer: July 9th, July 22nd, August 5th, or August the 5th. It says shortening each day by up to 1.5. But Esau's giving his number. Oh yeah, these exact days. These blah blah blah. This day, that day, this these amount of milliseconds. Hey man, at the end of the day, it's just plainly put, the Lord shortening the days. And we don't need a scientist to tell us, oh, the days are being shorter. Hey, but everybody can feel that the days are being shortened. You ask the regular common day person whether, these days are going by so fast. It's already been this amount of weeks since I did this, or it's already been 5 years since the sea happened. Since the sea happened. So it shows you again, we are in the days where the days are speeding up. We don't need Esau to tell us, the exact measurements and calculations. Again, because we can feel it. Yeah, it says the moon's position farthest from Earth's equator reduces gravitational drag, causes these brief accelerations. Or it says, the moon's position farthest from Earth's equator reduces gravitational drag, causing these brief accelerations. Yeah, and again. Well, yeah, which pretty much, this article goes into scientific, just more of Esau's, science and whatever. But the point is that, we don't need science to tell us that the days are being shortened. Why? Because the scriptures tell us, the Holy Bible, it tells us that these days will be shortened. So this is Mark chapter 13 and 20. It says, and except that the Lord has shortened those days, no flesh shall be saved. But for the elect's sake, whom he hath chosen, he hath shortened the days. Yeah, so guess what? These days are being shortened for the elect's sake. The Lord shortened the days for the elect's sake. So the Lord's not just shortening the days just for anybody, just for everybody on planet Earth. No, he's doing it for the elect's sake. The scriptures say real quick, and so this is Daniel chapter 7 and 25. It says, and he shall speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High. It says, and think to change times or laws, and they shall be given into his hand until the time and times and the dividing of time. Yeah, and of course, what it says, and he's speaking about, of course, when you go deeper to this chapter, goes into pretty much what America, the little horn, coming up out of, of course, the other horns. Yeah, when you read verse 8. So going back to 25, it says, and that he's speaking about America. It says, so speak great words against the Most High, and it shall wear out the saints of the Most High. Yeah, hey, right now, what we're being worn out, man. You know, day by day. Of course, what being in this captivity is getting harder, and more oppression because narrows in office, more oppression coming. So hey, it says, and to think, it says to think to change times and laws, and they should be given to his hand until the time and times and the dividing time. Of course, when you go into that, it's going to the 350-year period from 1619 up until, of course, that's when the bulk of the slavery happened, up until 1969 when Abba Bivens came on the scene. John the Baptist in reincarnation, Elder Abba Bivens. And now, of course, that's when the truth started coming out. So what we started becoming, but now, of course, up until the elder apostles and elders on down, but now we are free mentally and spiritually through these scriptures, but through by this word, the true understanding, wisdom, knowledge, understanding of this word, this Holy Bible. Which again, what the Lord uses his prophets to break it down. Starting with the elder apostles of Great Millstone, elders on down. So yeah, the point is that we're being worn out. And again, Esau is coming down even harder. Well, because he, as the scriptures say, Revelation chapter 11, he knoweth that he hath a short time. Saying knows that he has a short time. The physical counterpart of saying is Esau, so-called white men. And that's our oppressors. Starting with the elites, the elite international banking families. Well, of course, we're constantly being oppressed by them. We're constantly being oppressed by Esau. But the way how they set up this system is designed to oppress us. And Esau's turning up, again, the flame. So the Lord shortened the days for our sakes, the elect's sake. It says, Romans chapter 9 and 27, it says, Isaiah also cried concerning Israel, though the number of Israel be such, like it says, though the number of the children of Israel be as the sand of the sea, a remnant shall be saved. It says, for he will finish the work and cut it short in righteousness, because a short work will the Lord make upon the earth. Exactly. So a short work will the Lord make upon the earth. And it says, for he will finish the work and cut it short in righteousness, because a short work will the Lord make upon the earth. Yeah, ultimately, the Lord's going to have that second coming come to pass, which is going to be, again, us receiving the new hearts, the new minds, meaning, the hearts and the minds, so that we never go off again, we never sin again. And obviously, with the new bodies will come with that. The incorruptible bodies, that's going to come with that too. Meaning the perfect bodies. Spiritual power at its max. Again, we're going to have everything. And the Lord's going to cut us short for the elect's sake. And also he's going to cut short these prophecies. But meaning the Lord has is where he's making Esau hurry up, with his agenda. Because as we know, Esau fulfilling his agenda, which, he won't fulfill his whole agenda, but concerned with the scriptures say concerning implementing the mark of the beast, mandating it. So, you won't be able to buy or sell. Ultimately, within a world, World War III will come to pass. All these things are literally on the horizon. It's at the door. And we can see it. So what is that? That's the Lord showing these days for the elect's sake. So the Lord's making, again, all these things come to pass for the elect's sake. Come to pass quick. Again, for the elect's sake. It says, Sirach chapter 36 and 1, it says, have mercy upon us, O Lord, power of all, and behold us. It says, and send thy fear upon all the nations that seek not after thee. Lift up thy hand against the strange nations. And it says, and let them see thy power. As thou wast sanctified in us before them, so be thou magnified among them before us. It says, and let them know. It says, and let them know thee as we have known thee, that there is no power, but only thou, O power. It says, show new signs and make strange wonders. Glorify thy hand and thy right arm, that they might set forth thy wondrous works. Exactly. And a lot of things are happening as we speak. I mean, what signs in the heavens? You're having all these. When I say that, of course, you're having all these, but this pretty much what's the word? Obviously, what you're having all these signs, happening in the world. You're having so-called UFO, just what pretty much appearances. Literally, what hundreds, as as far as Esau measures. What per year? I forgot the exact number, but well within the hundreds, man. Concerning what Esau reports. Well, whether it's hundreds or thousands, well, you can get the exact number. But the point is that there's a lot of signs happening. It says, verse 7, raise up indignation and pour out wrath, and take away the adversary and destroy the enemy. Yeah, and ultimately that's what we're waiting for. We're hastening in the day of Yahweh Bashmi Yahshua when Yahweh comes back. And that's going to be a strange sign unto the people, unto the majority of the people in this world, seeing Yahushua come back. I mean, first and foremost, he's gonna come back, and the appearance that they least likely expecting to come back, because as we know, Esau's committed blasphemy against the Holy Spirit, which is what? To proclaim himself to be the Most High, proclaim pretty much himself. Pretty much what the Most High to be likened unto him. But Esau, he's wicked, and they're the children of Satan. But as we know, Joel chapter 9:24, they put their images up. The wicked have put themselves up as if they're the Most High. They covered up the images. Meaning, well, of course, now we have so-called Jesus, looking like a so-called white person, again, which that's what they proclaim to be the Messiah. But as we know, I mean, first and foremost, Jesus Christ, that's a false name. And second, that appearance is false. 100%. That's 100% opposite. We can get Revelation chapter 1:13 through 15, Daniel chapters 7 and 9, as well as Daniel chapter 10 and 6, where we get the appearance of the Lord and how he looks like. And what both the Father and the Son, they look alike. Woolly hair, white woolly hair. Obviously, skin as a brass burned in a furnace. That's how they look like. That's the appearance, meaning so-called black men. With with afros. That's exactly what's going into. So yeah, that's what we're ultimately waiting for. And these people, what the Lord's about to bring very, very soon is going to be strange unto the people, but ultimately we expect it. We already know it's coming. It says, verse 8, "Take the time short, remember the covenant." So Ecclesiastes chapter 36 and 8, it says, "Take the time short, remember the covenant, and let them declare thy wondrous or wonderful works." Exactly. So yeah, ultimately, that's what we're waiting for, man. What the Lord has made a promise unto Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And ultimately, of course, what we're waiting for Yahushua to come back, for, of course, that second covenant to be established. Which is what ultimately us being changed into perfection. Yahushua coming back with his righteous kingdom. That's what we're waiting for. Being changed from these corruptible bodies onto the incorruptible. Having the new hearts and the new minds. Again, Yahushua coming back to establish that. His righteous kingdom. So hey, just want to get that real quick. The reason why these days are being shortened is because the Lord's making it happen. It's not, nothing, phenomenon that just came about by itself. Scientists, these calculations and, this amount of milliseconds that days will be short. Hey, At the end of the day, what? It's because the Lord, He's shortening these days. And they, again, everybody can feel it. So yeah. And again, hey, once again, the Lord's not just doing it for everybody. The Lord's doing it for the elect's sake, for our sakes. And of course, that's who us brothers and a few sisters out there within His truth, enduring serving Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, hope to be a part of. So Lord's will, you brothers are edified. Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Kakodash Brakathum. Shalom.